Right. Right. So this is about psychedelics and sexual persuasion. And this is the last tip cut because my hand, as I say, I come from a vast family now, boy. And this hand might be a woman, you understand what I'm saying? And this hand might be a woman too. You understand what I'm saying? And this hand here now, boy, might be a man. And other parts of my body might be woman now, boy. So hence the reason why I say I come from a vast family now, boy. You know? And I love my family, but I was speaking about specific things, and the specific thing was based on sexual appetite. And as I say, on boyfriend 6, you understand what I say, or boyfriend 7, we engage in a sexual contact with each other, and when we had a sexual contact with each other, what happened was he passed on a sexual transmitted disease or issue, STD, sexually transmitted, they call it a disease, so we will say that STI, right? Sexually transmitted, right? STI, issue, right? And the issue was a rush issue, and what happened was he entered my lower parts, he entered my lower parts, for protection, without protection, and it transferred onto me, and I did not know. Because what happened is I had a crush on him now, boy, and I say, well, boy, he nice, but I didn't want to do it, but as I say, hormones now, boy, and the spontaneous event that take place, and I take something and they call it an outside thing now, boy, and I take something outside, and I get scarred for life. Sometimes there's no platform where we could sit down and talk, where a woman could talk to a man openly, without fear, and say, well, I get this, and I had this, but it get cured now, and I'm good now, you understand? There's no platform where we can have this conversation, per se, and we need to have these platforms, where women could feel comfortable to open up to a man, and say, well, not babes, because it's not a baby, it's just a platform. And no man and the man ain't going outside and say, Kim and Susie and she and this one here, them had a boy, don't go wrong them and they tell men, but don't tell them, I tell them. They don't want to have that, they don't want to feel that sense of insecurity where when not exposed, but they speak about the personal side of the self, you understand what I'm saying? Without having to keep it as a burden in the subconscious mind to add as stress, where they could come out and speak, not only to the sister, but to the brother as well, Hence the reason I say we are going into a wonderful time, and the time that we are going into is going to have a more open feel to express ourselves within our family network. Hence the reason why I am here. I am here for that reason, to tell you all this is who we were. We communicate with each other on various platforms. So the man will be able to conversate with the woman in the platform, not via digitally alone, because sometimes people could be listening on a digital platform, but they don't want to have to hear the conversation. So an open platform, where we could discuss these things openly without fear. So it would be like a health and wellness center, but it don't have to be a health and wellness center. It could be a place where we could sit down and meet and talk about these things, the various topics that I spoke about over the whole length of time, whether it be early sexual encounters with the masculine and the feminine, or the feminine and the feminine, or the masculine and the masculine, you understand what I'm saying? And remedies to heal these issues, or these early scars, you understand? Whether it be at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 40, wherever it is, you understand what I'm saying? These scars, because they are all scars, because some people save themselves. They save themselves to the point of 30 or 28 or 40 or 32, and they save themselves for marriage, nobody. And when they do married, You understand what I'm saying? Because when they do married, the marriage didn't last long. And some of the people that they sexually have that in interaction with scar them forever. So this is a big topic, this is not about just the adolescent, this is about the adults as well, because the adults has secrets and the neck is stiff, so they can't be, they don't, because there's no platform for them to speak on these things, to release these stress so they can be eased. Hence the reason that we need to open these places up, not as a psych ward or a hospital, you understand what I'm saying, or a health and wellness program for you to feel a boy as sick. Natural place, like we going and get coffee in the morning, or we go into the club and we go and boogie. A platform of music could be playing. We could celebrate our anatomy, you understand what I'm saying, of expression, whether it be psychedelics or whether it be on the topic of sexual intercourse, or high levels of sexual intercourse, you understand what I'm saying, where some people deviate into different places and different ways of expressing themselves, but as I say, we need to have this platform available, because when these platforms are, when we convey or when we have this conversation, it releases stress hormones, and it releases toxins from the body. It even allows us to heal from our STIs or STDs. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a trauma, that causing the issue to take place within the body. And as I was saying, some of our young men are exposed to women, who are older than them, and some of them are there just to take advantage. And the same thing is reciprocal. The same issue is with the man as well. So as I said, this is a big topic. So those who might be listening to it on Facebook, or whether it be on my YouTube channel, because I have a YouTube channel, Jason Merrill Attorney, I'm not talking about prescribe or nothing like that. That's just for information, And if you prescribe to it or you like it, I think I might get funds. I don't know. I ain't set it up like that as yet now, but it's not about that. It's about you being able to be exposed to other forms of information, as to who we are, as to who I am, or as to who you are. Because as I say, I was in a park once, and 4 young women came from different, what we call, ratios of melanin, and they came to me and they asked, what do you see yourself, what do you do for fun? You understand what I'm saying? And so I could have said sex, I could have said alcohol, I could have said oh, how do you please the child in you, was one of the questions, and I could have said those things, but I said seeing people, like how I am seeing the 3 of you all or the 4 of you all right now. When I was in the park, when they came to interview me, and I said that you all are the reflection of me, and I am the reflection of you. You understand? And by we having these conversations, we could get to know each other from our reflection, And it's very important that you all know these things, Hence the reason why some of us might say, but I wish I had somebody to talk to. I wish I had somebody to talk to, but that's to tell them. And somebody you might confine to, and then after 2 weeks somebody laughing at you at the corner. I want them to understand there's a level of maturity that we need to have, especially when these issues are told to us or are expressed to us, not a state of confinement, but a state of being able to understand the situation at hand and the importance of deconfining their information to you. The reason why I'm saying these things, because as I said, this is a very important and a long-lasting issue, and I say these things, and sometimes I deviate from the point, but it is the same conversation where some women, you understand, some women, have been scarred, and some of them are exposed to sexual encounters early, forced upon them, and some are not forced upon them. Some of them are willfully, or they throw themselves onto men, or women, or men throw themselves onto women, sometimes by force and sometimes not by force. So this is a topic that needs to be exposed, remedy needs to be explained, and some of us might say over time we will heal, we will small and we will learn, but that is not the topic. The topic is about, if you are not healed, we need to heal, and it's not only about one community, based on what we say, the sexual preference, you understand what I'm saying, or our sexual appetite. It's not based on that only, but it's based on growth and development, you understand what I'm saying. And if these issues are talked about, we could have growth and development towards these issues, at hand. I'm very glad that I spoke about these things. I'm very glad that I'm here if you all need for me to speak to you. I'm not aware of everything, or I might not say everything on this platform, but there are many people who will be glad to hear that their side of the story is being told. As I say, some of them have encounters where the mother might bring home a man, and the man might lust on them, because we know women are very curvature in their anatomy, in their physical structure. The breast might be up, and certain parts of the body might be stand up, you understand what I'm saying, and they might have an attachment to that. Men might have an attachment to it, and I say these things so that the woman who sometimes the first time it was okay, but then the second time, and then it become a habit, and then after is me and mommy had the same boyfriend, you understand what I'm saying, right? Why secret, and mommy and he, they married, you understand what I'm saying, or the friend, and you understand what I'm saying, and that is what it is, and it's daddy, you understand what I'm saying, and daddy and daddy don't know what's going on, but me and daddy had the same woman, you understand what I'm saying, in the same bracket now, boy. And that was going on. Sometimes these things are kept secret. It is kept secret, you understand what I said? And it's very important that these who may have the issue with it, you understand what I'm saying, be able to express themselves openly. Openly, you understand what I'm saying? And which is very important, because some of these things are chains. It tie them down, because daddy or my stepdaddy, you understand what I'm saying? My stepfather, or the man with my mother with now, he see me and he together too, and I can't get no man. If I get any man, he go kill them, or he go shoot them, or something will happen. You understand? Or he go tell mommy, or whatever the case, it might be a fear factor. But when these doors are open where we could express ourselves, they no longer have that tie to us. You understand what I'm saying? Or you might see yourself as being the one that your mother might kill you. If she gotta find out you do that now, boy. Which she man, you understand what I'm saying? Because these things are reality. Or daddy might have a brother, or a cousin, or an uncle now, boy, who just come and visit, you understand what I'm saying? And me and he end up doing something secretly now, boy. Or an aunt now, boy, that's pass through something, and we do things secretly, and when she come over, we just do things, or the babysitter now, boy, or the nanny, whoever the case is now, boy, she just come across, or he just come across now, boy, and things just happen secretly. This is to sensitize all platforms, you understand what I'm saying? And sometimes you might have a boyfriend outside, but the uncle might come across, or the aunt might come across, and he happens to be the one who have the intercourse with you, and he plant the seed in here, but you get the boyfriend it. Because if it says the uncle, it will look bad to the family, and the family will look bad now, boy. All these issues have to be sensitized, you understand what I'm saying? All these issues have to be sensitized, because this is a real issue within the community at large. You understand what I'm saying? And as I say, these things need to be talked about, because some of these things are stress. Because if I can't go outside and have a boyfriend, because daddy brother, or daddy, you understand, or daddy aunt, and somebody or a cousin come across, and they saying I can't have a boyfriend, or I can't have a girlfriend outside, only you alone could have the sexual drive with me, the sexual expression with me, and I feel in a sense of fear, and I have nobody to talk to, and I can't go by the police, because if I go by the police, they'll get locked up. And I love my family, and I might love them a little bit, you understand, or I might love she a little bit, right? These topics need to be told, You understand what I'm saying? And some of these things need to be rectified. You understand what I'm saying? So we could go on with life. As I say, my bonsai tree, they my sister, they are representation of my sister. You understand what I'm saying? And other things growing around it to foster health, you know, for the future. Right? So as a tree, all is a tree, and all of we is a family. And we have to take care of one another, and we have to stop taking advantage of each other. Psychedelics, you understand what I'm saying? And sexual persuasions. You all have a good day. I might do a different tip on this in the future, but I did this to ensure that this could be told. One love.